Mt.Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain of African continent and one of the highest single standing mountain in the world. It is a dream of every mountaineer to climb this peak as it is one of the 7 summits of the world. On August 15, 2021, I hosted the international flag on the roof of Africa. Here some vibes of my expedition. Here the journey begins. After packing all my clothing gear and blessed by my family, I was ready for my expedition. My father dropped me to the Nagpur airport. Early morning we reached there and from where I departed to Delhi. As I was moving on further, I was getting nervous as it was my first time for such a long journey and with thousands of travelers, but it was quite fun. After this short journey of 2 hours, I reached Delhi and I had a good and long time on airport, which became troublesome as the time was passing on because my next flight to Doha, Qatar was at midnight and I had to be on airport for long 11 hours. Now it's time for security check and other stuff. With all my adrenaline, I was heading for my first international trip. It's midnight around 4 am and I'm at the Doha, capital of Qatar. My third flight to Africa is after 6 hours. This supplementary time is used to explore the Doha's airport. This airport runway is considered to be the longest runway in the Western Asia and also one of the longest runway in the world. So finally, I'm on the mother continent, that is Africa. Hence, the journey of 36 hours is completed here. Now it's time for COVID protocols. I was scared as if somehow I came COVID positive. What will happen? Will I be able to carry forward? Will I be able to climb? Is my dream going to fulfill or will just remain as a dream? These were only thoughts coming to my mind, but thanks to God, I was COVID negative. Here I meet my guide, Mr. Frankie. He picked me up the airport and we headed to Moshi town. This is a key hotel at Moshi and I was quarantined for 3 days. Welcome to my private quarantine center. It's 11th of August. New day, new hopes. My guides came to my room and told me to open my bags and scatter all my expedition gear, clothing and equipments on the bed. They checked all my stuffs and I packed my bag again. Me and my guide explored the Moshi town.
Stay close to me.
When we were walking around the street of Moshi town, we suddenly prospected the Gurudwara on the street of Africa. I found that there was no major difference between the street market of India and Africa. Then we went to the local railway station which was sturdy and invincible. This whole day was a lot of fun and unforgettable. The next day, we headed towards the Kilimanjaro National Park, which was around 3 hours of short journey. There were total 9 routes to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. I chose the Malungu route, which is also known as Coca-Cola route. I chose this route because the person who discovered the peak has submitted Mount Kilimanjaro with this route. This was the final and last time where I did all my documentation and I was ready to climb. Here, I want to thank the African government as well as the people of Africa for constructing the bridges and for maintaining the biodiversity as well as the ecological balance so mountaineers like us could feel the rawness of Mount Kilimanjaro. This guy is my co-guide. His name is Casey and gave me lots of information about the ecological system of Mount Kilimanjaro. started from Mongu Gate and my first stay was at Mandar Huts. As we were moving forward, we didn't even feel the raindrop on our body as it was raining, but the forest was so dense it wasn't allowing rain to penetrate through And finally, at the evening time we reached the Mandala hut and it was done for the day. It's early morning. The next day we headed to our next point, which was Horombo Hut. As we were gaining the height, the dense forest suddenly changes to the toxic grassland, which at first seems like a miracle to me. This is Frankie, a jolly person and proved to be my best dancing partner throughout my expedition. From this point, the grassland turns into the desert area. Finally, now we are at Horombo Hut and climate change in couple of minutes. This was my dream of couple of days. We were here for 2 days so my body could acclimatize the new weather and it's done for the day. Now, it's my 3rd day of expedition and this day was for acclimatization walk. This was our fun way to get our body acclimatized. Then we danced on the special song named Hakuna Matata. I would say that if a person came till here and didn't dance on this song, then he didn't enjoy his expedition. We spent some hours at rocks known as Zebra Rock, as they were stripped as zebra, and headed back to Horombo campsite. The next day, I wake up early. The scenario what I saw was just amazing and mind-blowing. The ocean of clouds was under my feet, and it was looking like a paradise. My next point was Kibo Hut, which wasn't overnight stay but a short break. This is a giant plant called as Dendrocyncio kilimanjaro, which is found on the land of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, from the desert area, we were about to enter to the moon land surface area. Right from this point, we didn't have any source of water for the rest of our journey, so we carried the extra water bottles from hollow huts. At afternoon we had our lunch, and at evening we reached the Kibo Hut. I knew that this day is going to be very long as we are not going to sleep, as we had to make our summit push at midnight 12 am. We had our dinner, and after that my guide guided me about the summit push. Now, it's midnight and time for summit push. And it was damn freezing cold, and knew that we have to walk like this continuously. And I was somewhat scared that will I able to summit the peak? Will I able to complete my expedition? I was under pressure. Plus, today is 15th of August, Independence Day of India. And I wanted to hold the Indian national flag on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. At the same time, a lot of negative thoughts were coming to my mind. And icing on the cake was the cold. The cold wasn't allowing me to focus on my target, but I was stick to my target. It's around 6 am. I'm at the Guinness Point, having altitude of 5,681 meters. And from here I headed to my final destination, and now I have entered in the Arctic summit zone, that is glacier. Now I am getting difficulties due to the temperature, because the temperature is around minus 25 degrees Celsius. My whole water bottle get freeze, and I am having just half of liter water to drink. Finally, after overcoming all the problems and difficulties, I'm at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and it's time to host our international flag at the summit. It was very proud moment for me, my country and my family. Hello everyone, it's me Yashungale. Right now I'm at the top of Kilimanjaro, highest mountain of African continent and world. This is a standing mountain. You can see the signboard of Mount Kilimanjaro. And today was 15 August, Independence Day of India, and now I'm hosting the Indian national flag at the top of African continent. And I want to say thank you to my dad, CM of Washington District, Sambhugarajan sir, yes, sir, Chavan sir, the Washington Bank, Ajanta Pharma, my brother Vikas, and my family members, my relatives, my friends, and my guide, my porters, each and everyone who support me for this expedition. Because of your support I am here, otherwise I am not able to climb this. Thank you everyone once again for your blessing expedition. Meet you very soon in India. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Shivra. Thus, on patriotic song, on the occasion of 75th Independence Day, I give a small tribute to the soldiers of our country who sacrificed their life for our independence. After spending 3.5 hours at the top, I started descent towards the kilohertz. The climate was changing drastically. The wind speed was about 40 km per hour. I have to go fast as I already spent a lot of time on the top. I was very red. At afternoon, I reached kilohertz, had some food and continued to descend and reach Heather-Moorland at night. And about to have a peace baby night after a long walk of 2 days and 2 nights. The next morning, I descended and reached the Marbu Gate. After reaching at Marbu Gate, I got a certificate from Kilimanjaro National Park. Then I went to the Arusha and next day I went for the jungle safari in African jungle. Here I spent whole day and do lots of photography. Last day in Africa. After the jungle safari, I was ready and excited to return to my homeland, India. At night there is my first flight to Doha. And in early morning I reached there and spent 5 hours on airport, and there I returned to Mumbai. From Mumbai I returned to my hometown, that is Washim, and hence my journey completed. Finally, after giving lots of evidences and long wait of 2.5 months, I received the world record. Thank you everyone for watching my expedition video. If you have any question regarding this expedition, you can DM me on Insta as well as Facebook. My ID is shown below. And for more such videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel.